Hi, so let's begin with our kettlebell basic instruction. This is very important stuff to make sure that you don't hurt yourself with the kettlebell. Believe me, this is one of the fastest ways to hurt yourself I've ever seen. But used properly, it's one of the fastest ways to get strength and coordination. A lot of benefit, for a lot of bang for its buck. The most important things with regard to safety is to remember that you're going to put your body under load and do a bunch of repetitive motion. So if your form is not proper, then you're going to very quickly give yourself a repetitive motion injury. If you're doing something that's making your knees hurt and you use the kettlebell and don't get proper instruction, you're just going to very quickly or that much faster deteriorate the problem. So the things to remember are, starting with the knees and ankles. You must have your knees bending directly over the toes. If you put your feet pointing out and your knees are in, and then put it all under load, you're going to very, very quickly hurt yourself. So the knees, being a hinge joint, it has to bend directly over the toe. So, feet are going to be slightly pointed out. You're going to sit back into your hips. The motion is predominantly a movement of the hip. Here. My ankles don't move at all. It's as if they're frozen. You got a pair of ski boots, put them on. They stay right where they are. The knee bends a little bit, but they don't go forward at all, because that would be movement at the ankle. I'm going to fold here at the hip, firing my hip flexors, stretching the glutes. Sitting back with my weight into my heels. Come back up. Now, the reason why we do this is so that we can keep our back straight. Everybody says lift with your legs, not with your back. But they don't really demonstrate what's meant by that. What's meant by that is, right now, my back is straight. There's no flat surface, there's no straight surfaces on it, but it curves in a concave fashion in my low back, convex in my thoracic region, concave here. It's an S. And as long as I keep that going on and make the fold happen here, I still have the same straight back. I could put a rod straight from here to here, and it doesn't move. Instead of bending your back and articulating the vertebrae, I keep my back straight and solidify it. I have to fire my abdominal muscles, fire the lats, put my shoulder in place, and lift the weight with my legs as opposed to with my back. Now, to do this properly, there's a way to really easily teach it, and that's against the wall. So I will sit back into my hips, grab the kettlebell, pick it up, and bring it over here to the wall. And I'll show you. Put the kettlebell all the way against the wall. Put your feet against the wall. Face straight forward, sitting back into your hips, pick the kettlebell up. If you don't sit back into your hips, then your knees will go forward, they'll hit the wall, and you'll move and you'll fall away. You can start a little ways away and work your way towards the wall, but that's the way to use the wall as a guide to really dial that in. Now in the next lesson we'll talk about seating the shoulder, but for now I want you to focus on keeping your back straight as you pick it up. So the first lift is the deadlift, which you just simply, the sumo style deadlift. I hold the hands here, seat my shoulders, and lift. The predominant motion of the hip is back and forward. variation that I'd like you to do on that is putting the kettlebell to one side, sitting straight back into your hips, grab the kettlebell. Now, when you pick it up, it's going to want to keep you, it's going to want to bring you to one side, but you're going to fight that internally and stay straight up and down. Create your frame. Come up. All the way back. And all the way up. And then the other side.